Last to first challenges against 110% AI are hard enough. What if you only had 5 laps to do it? Today I'm going to attempt to pass 19 of the toughest AI in F1 25 in just 5 laps. I'm not actually sure if this challenge is even possible, so I guess we should just get straight into the video. I'm not quite sure what to expect on this first attempt, but I do know that we need to pass almost 4 cars a lap on average to make this happen. But it's lights out and away we go, and it will be crucial to get as many positions as possible at turn 1 when the cars are bunched up. So we're going to look to the outside, get around Behrman, Bortoleto next, already up to P18, and we're going to get 2 more cars and 2 more cars! And another one up to P13 already off the start. 7 positions gained, but now it's going to be much tougher to gain each and every position, and there's still 12 cars to go. We're 3/10 behind Sainz, but we're going to dive bomb it down the inside, and can we get Tsunoda as well? Yes we can! Down the inside, 2 more cars up to P11, and now we're wheel to wheel with Antonelli. Norris and Hadjar side by side as well up ahead. And we're going to get down the inside of Antonelli and look to the outside of Hadjar, but I don't think we're going to have the grip to get him just yet. Down the back straight, Hadjar looks to the inside of Norris, and are we going to dive bomb it? Yes we are, down the inside of Hadjar and Norris at the hairpin, up to P8 for now, but are we going to be able to hold it? We get a warning for track limits, and his wheel, it's 3 wide into the final corner, and we get pushed off by Hadjar. We have to jump over the grass, and we're going to lose the position to Hadjar again, back down to P9. We're going to look down the inside into turn 1 on lap 2, and now we're back up to P8, but now the gap is over a second to the next cars, which means we're going to have to get back into their DRS and then pass 7 more cars in order to win this race in just 2 laps. We have managed to get the DRS back, but it might be too little too late, and I don't think we're going to accomplish this on the first attempt. But we're going to look down the inside of Hulkenberg, and we're going to try with everything we've got to still make this work. Onto the back of Norris now with Alonso and Hamilton fighting ahead. We're going to look to the inside of turn 1, carry much more speed than Lando, up to P6, and he's going to try and fight it, but I don't think he'll be able to. Alonso, I don't know what Alonso's doing there, but now we look to the inside of him, and we're going to get up to P5 on the final lap. We've gained 15 positions, but it's still nowhere near enough. There's a massive gap to P1, and now we're out of ERS, and Alonso's going to be coming back at us down the back straight, which is the opposite of what this challenge was meant to be. But we can go so much later on the brakes than the AI do, and we get back up to P5 at the hairpin. Big drift on the exit as the tyres are dying, but we're going to come up to the line, and it will be P5 on our first attempt with 6 seconds to P1. We've got a lot of work to do. On to the second attempt now. It's lights out and away we go, and we're going to have to try and gain even more positions than we did last time into turn 1. Immediately, we're going to look to the outside of Behrman, onto the grass, and then we're going to set our sights on the next 2 cars, up another 2 positions, up to P17, 16, 15. Can we get past the Mercedes? It's 3 wide ahead, and we get up into P13 off the start. It's a great start, and we're going to look down the inside of Carlos Sainz. Alright, I'm not sure what happened there. I guess the recording must have corrupted or something. But here we go, on to attempt 3. It's lights out and away we go for the 3rd time in this challenge. Another good launch. And we're going to get back right behind Behrman again, but this time we're going to choose to back out and make sure we get that really wide outside line, up so many positions. Yet again, we're up to P14 and looking for P13 by the time we reach the second corner. And here we go, up to P13. Yet again, Alonso still trying to fight it. He's going to get back through. We're going to look to the inside of turn 4, down the inside of Alonso, down the inside of Russell, and down the inside of Hulkenberg, up to P11. And now we're going to dive bomb Sainz for a long way back, up to P10 on the first lap. Now we head into the hairpin where we know the AI brake early, and we're going to dive bomb Bortoleto. A definitely 100% clean and legal move there. But anyway, we're up to P9 after the first lap, and crucially, we're still in DRS of the cars ahead. We brake late and we get around the outside of Hadjar and up to P8 now on just lap 2. We're making really good progress here, but I'm still not sure if it's going to be enough to win this race. The top 2 have broken away from the rest of the pack now, which is going to be a big issue for us. I think we can still gain a few more positions out of this race, but if first and second place keep pulling away in these attempts, we're never going to be able to get more than 3rd. So we'll have to hope we get an attempt where the AI don't battle too much and cost themselves DRS. We get our first podium of the challenge on attempt 3, but we still finished 3.4 seconds behind the winner. Attempt 4 went very similarly. We got a great start up to P11 after turn 1, and again reaching the podium before the end of the race. But the leaders had pulled away by the time I caught up to them, meaning I could only manage another P3. At this point, a bit of a concerning trend was becoming clear. No matter what I did, at least one car would always pull away at the front, and I wouldn't have time to catch them. And what didn't help was that because of the AI's straight line speed, I had to burn all of my battery to get past them, leaving me with almost nothing to catch up to the drivers who had broken away. But I still have one more trick up my sleeve to try and fix this. So far, I have been running high wings for optimal pace, but for the next attempts, I'm going to turn them down massively. And on the very next try, this happened. Well, technically not the very next try, because there were 2 attempts which I forgot to record. But for the sake of storytelling, we'll pretend that never happened. This was the best attempt yet. It was only lap 3 and we were already in 3rd place with only 1.7 seconds to Verstappen. This is the attempt that counts. I need to save a little bit of battery for when I catch Max, but I also need to overtake that Ferrari in front of me. Even on the lower wings, I'm still able to brake so much later than the AI into that hairpin. And down the next straight, we're going to use the DRS and the last of the battery onto the grass to get around the outside of the player. It's not going to work. We're going to switch to the inside and we will move up into 2nd place. Now just one more car stands between us and the race win, but we're out of battery and we're almost out of time. So I'm going to have to push as hard as possible to win this race. And we've closed the gap to Verstappen through the final corner, turn on DRS, burn the last 5% of the battery, move to the inside, and we're gaining, wheel to wheel, into the 1st corner. We're going to stick to the inside, down to 4th gear, down to 3rd gear. We've got the lead of the race, and now we just need to hold it for the final few kilometers of this race. But the AI sometimes get a bit of a speed boost and burn some more battery on the final lap, and we have nothing left. So it's going to be very, very difficult to defend from Verstappen. We're no longer going to be the quickest car on track, but we do have track position. Verstappen is sticking so close to my rear wing, and he has much more battery than I do, and he'll have DRS. But the question is, will he have enough time to repass me before the end of the race? The gap's about 4 tenths, but DRS will be enabled now, and Verstappen will start gaining. I'm out of battery. He moves to the outside into the hairpin, but we can brake so much later into there, and we retake the lead of the Grand Prix, and Verstappen won't be able to re-overtake us now. Into the final corner for the final time. We started from last in a field of the quickest AI on this game, and we're going to come home to win, and in just 5 laps we've made 19 overtakes. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time.